What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of F1 2020 Season 2. We've got Race 2 of Season 2 today, and we are going to be headed to the Monaco Grand Prix. So, very early Monaco this season. You guys know in the last episode, we opted for a 10-race season, which is a little bit shorter than normal, but it's going to allow us to kind of keep things moving, keep things interesting, and advance time a little more quickly. So let's see what we can do. Obviously, we're going to take on the business side of things here first. We actually have quite a few days to fill out. I'm wondering if because we have shorter seasons and more time between races, that's why it's giving us all these extra days. But we've got 12 days of free time to use before a season break. So I'm thinking, what do we want to start with here? I'm going to say we have 4 days before the press interview. Let's do sponsor advertisement on the vehicle. We're going to get 750 team acclaim and $37,500. So that looks pretty good. Then from there, G-Force training, we'll do some for Daniel. That sounds good to me. We've got driver acclaim, durability increase. We aren't really working on durability stuff right now. Aero increase as well as resource points. We will definitely do that. And then it looks like we can get some team acclaim for a conference sponsor event, and that's going to leave 1 day until the season break, so not the worst thing in the world. Now, if we go over to facilities here, you guys know we've got $6.8 million to invest. We've been doing really well. A lot of facilities are looking pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with personnel. You know, I like building out a simulator and trying to build out our second driver. I think eventually we'll keep working on this, but I'm very happy that we have his experience stat maxed out, so we're getting the most resource points possible. So I don't think we're going to focus on that right now. Really, I think the two areas we need to focus on most going forward are aero and then powertrain. I think we need to get back in that powertrain department. So a fabrication upgrade wouldn't be bad. I also want to start working on quality control. I feel like the lesser number of times we fail, obviously the more resource points we're going to save in the long run. If you check our R&D, we actually had 3 parts fail over the course of the past week. So that's kind of unfortunate. Obviously not super stoked about that. So I'm thinking, I mean, I kind of want to do quality control for powertrain, but at the same time, I also want to do activities management because that kind of does the same thing. It's going to get our office, our marketing department up to level 2, which I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. But it's also like when we do those events that specialize in one facility, it's really going to benefit that facility. For example, when we do team events like this, you guys could see the Aero's getting a plus 10% to their morale, which is going to help us out. It's going to have a lower failure chance. We could make that a plus 20% to morale every time we hook up a certain facility. So I'm thinking that might be a good payout there because it helps out all the facilities, not just one. So I think we're going to go with that. That's going to be delivered on April 30th. Whew, that's a lot of money, dude. All right, so in terms of R&D here, what do we want to do? Now, Aero was being helped out. I'm thinking, you know what? Let's swap this around. We're going to be smart about this. I'm going to take out the sponsor advertisement right here. Let's do Aero first. So we're going to get the bonus to the air department early on in the week, and then we're going to be able to start spending R&D points. Then we're going to do the sponsor event conference and the advertisement, because that stuff doesn't matter as much in the long run. So now we're going to be able to go over, let's go ahead and advance.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check your R&D screen to order any redevelopments.
Oh, it's all good. We're fine. We're going to be all right. So now we can come in here. We're going to be able to fix all these. 362, 0% failure chance sounds good to me. 375, 0% failure chance sounds good to me. And we're going to be able to go down here. Then we can develop 1325. We don't have enough there. 1325. We don't have enough there. We can develop this. We've got a 29 to 54% failure chance. Failure chance has been decreased by 1. Build time has been decreased by 2 due to our morale. So the morale really doesn't do that much. 1% failure chance decrease. I mean, I get it. It might all play out in the end. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and advance here. Looks like we got a press interview coming up, so I'm down to go check that out. I'm excited to see our oh, did I skip it? I swear I pressed the button to go to it. Oh well, it's all right. So it looks like the marketing department upgrade just added a couple of desks and a couple of new people. Hopefully the third tier upgrade is going to make things look a lot better. I for whatever reason, I really like the background things here. I really like seeing the whole team and the whole HQ develop, and I feel like our marketing is definitely the ugliest part of this, but that's all right. Cool. So we're gonna go. Let's just go ahead and go forward. We're gonna go to our season break, and then it's probably, you know, we're probably gonna go through that, and then we're gonna have more activities to fill out. 13 free days, and then we have the Grand Prix weekend. Holy cow! So it looks like we're just gonna fill out everything here. Why not? Sounds good to me. We've got $3.98 million. We've got some resource points that we could potentially spend as well. Let me see what we have going on here. I'm going to try some engine stuff. 30 to 55. 30 to 55. They're all going to be the same. Let's go this way. All right. 30% failure chance. Sounds good to me. So we're working on the powertrain there. Boom. We're all good to go, dude. Let's just run it. Let's keep going. We're going to get some more resources on the 18th, which is pretty amazing. So we might even be able to spend a little bit more money. $6.1 million to throw around, dude. This is amazing. All right, so I'm going to go into powertrain. I think fabrication is one of the most important things. You want to be able to be developing two things at once. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm thinking our next thing is going to be quality control once we get another $4 million. All right, cool. This is actually really nice. It seems like with the shortened season and more time in between races, there's more time to get paid, and there's more like team management and stuff at the start of every episode, which I really like, which is personally one of my favorite things. I think we're definitely going to check out the F1 team manager, or open wheel team manager, whatever it is. There's a game on Steam where it's all about managing the team, so we'll see what happens. But here we go, Monaco, obviously a super iconic track, obviously an exciting track, obviously qualifying is going to be super important.
Okay, I know you're eager to get out there, but I'm going to need you to be patient for a few minutes. We're just trying to zero in on an oil leak.
We've got an oil leak. That's not good. But, yeah, man, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of moves made during the race. If anything, I would expect we might lose a couple places during the race. So, we've got to put some work in practice here. Monaco's going pretty good here, fellas. I don't know what to tell you. This is our first time racing back here since the first season, obviously, but we're actually looking super solid. We actually did really well through that first section, and we're doing all right so far through here. Just gonna try to keep up as much speed as possible. Dude, this is just it's so sketchy. Whew. Getting through there.
Approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
Almost missed that one, but we're going to be fine. Got the DRS. That's not going to be... I don't think that's going to be a purple lap.
Good work. You seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn.
It's a green lap, baby. We'll take it. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was kind of testing the waters a little bit in practice here. This first corner, you can get pretty aggressive with. I mean, we slid a little bit right there, so that wasn't our best one. But you can hang a couple of tires on the inside there, and it really shaves off a lot of time. So you got to be careful, though. Obviously, they will give you warnings if you get a little bit too crazy, and multiple warnings can invalidate laps, get you kicked out from the race, or whatever else. Oh my goodness, dude, I hate this corner. I never feel like I'm going fast enough through that corner. Come on, baby. Up at a P5. Let's go. Top five. Move around through the tunnel here. We're going to brake. We're going to come around this corner. Cut it really close to that wall. Oh my goodness, we are right in Hamilton's rear end. Step on the brakes a little bit. Get back on the gas. A little bit late to get on the gas there. We're fine though. Come through here, brake. You can kind of hang a wheel or two over the sausage curb there. Make sure you brake in time here. Brake at a straight line. You don't want to turn while braking. We're going to come across through here. Straighten her up. Got a little bit loose there at the end. Okay. I was looking at the thing, not paying attention to the road. I was just strictly looking up at the top, thinking that we were just going to be able to hold it straight, and we ended up hitting the wall. That was stupid, dude. I saw the P6, and I saw it go to P7, and I was going to be sad, and I was just watching it, hoping it was going to go back to P6, and then we hit the wall, and it ended up with P8. But that's all right. It's fine. Interesting enough, Daniel is actually one spot behind us. We were about 0.06 of a second ahead of him in qualifying there. So Cooper Motors boys are looking pretty good. Hopefully we're going to be able to show up and show out here. Who knows what's going to happen, dude. This is going to be pretty tough. Looks like Sebastian did beat us in quali position. We're still 1 point ahead in the rivalry. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with this race. It's time, baby. Here we go.
Nelson Piquet once said that driving the Circuit de Monaco was like riding a bicycle around your living room. And it's not hard to see what he means by that. There's no more prestigious a Grand Prix victory than Monaco, but also none so challenging.
I like that. All right, most challenging circuit on the grid. Let's get into it.
The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers.
So insane. Very little passing. Potentially big opportunities for wrecks for us and for the rest of the grid
Now
out
that we've
there.
got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
It's going to be a crazy one, fellas, so we'll see what we can do. Looks like we've got 20 laps. Strategy is going to be stop at lap 6 for the mediums. We could push that, but I think I'm just going to leave it and trust them. Fuel load is going to give us an extra 2.4 laps of fuel. Now, the rich mix, I mean, you can potentially try to get around people on the front stretch and maybe in a couple of the corners, but it's... I don't know if we necessarily need the extra fuel load. We'll just see what happens. I'm going to trust my engineers. I feel like we're not really going to be having a ton of wide open rich mix overtaking opportunities. We will use it in the start, however. So here we go. We're starting P8. This start is by far the most important start that we're going to have, the most important part of the race that we're going to have. Can we get around the outside? Oh my goodness, there's no way. Did we get around Kvyat? I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more overtake mode on. Yes, we did. All right, we're up to P6, baby. Here we go. That was actually a very solid start, and now we're close. Okay, hello. Getting a little loose there. We got a lot of traffic here, so I'm just going to lay off ERS and rich mix and stuff. We're probably just going to be able to stick in line here. Woo, this is crazy, dude. Actually had an amazing start right there. Like, couldn't have asked for anything more. That was fantastic, dude. Absolutely fantastic. Getting awfully close to Bottas there. Had to stay a little bit to the right. Wanted to make sure we didn't end up planting our front end in his rear. Shoot, I don't like this. Coming through here. Make sure we brake. Whew. Jumping the sausage curb a little bit. Do you guys think we might be able to go for a pass here even without DRS? Come on. Rich mix overtake mode. Come on, come on, come on. We're not going to be able to do it, dude. It's going to be so hard to pass. Even if I take a little extra out of that corner. It's going to be so hard to pass here. This is just, it's such a thrilling race, dude. This is my favorite race that we do by far. Even though it's kind of boring in the sense that it's nearly impossible to get around people. It is so fun to fly around this track. I want to go to Monaco so bad. I want to see the race in person one day. Definitely lost a little bit of ground in that lap. Did we just touch the wall right there? I think we might have touched the wall. That is not exactly what we want to do, dude. We're getting so close to the walls every time. Every time, man. I'm really trying to use quite a bit of this rich mix and overtake mode to try to see if we could potentially make something work. Have a good exit here. You might be able to get something done, Trev. Come on. Go, 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 go. Shoot. It's just, I just want to get up there. We just can't. I feel like this corner after the tunnel is our best one. I feel like this is where we potentially make up the most distance. That one wasn't necessarily our best, but not bad. Here's my prediction for the rest of the race here. We're potentially going to be able to gain some positions with our pit stops. Hopefully we're going to be able to undercut somebody. Hopefully other people run into traffic or something like that. That's going to be our best bet to be able to pass people. We're going to swap to the mediums, and then we're just going to try to starve off the competition for the rest of the race. So hopefully that actually ends up working out for us. Come on, we actually made a little bit of ground through there. Hit the wall again. Brought that one around a little bit wide. That's my bad. We got DRS this time, but we didn't have a very good exit. Getting a little bit saucy with that corner, but it's all part of racing, right? If you aren't pushing the line and pushing the stewards, what are you doing? If you aren't trying to shave off every second you can, especially when it's this difficult. Dude, the problem is you guys know we turned up the difficulty. Ooh, went way too hard into that corner. We turned up the difficulty for this season, and Monaco is just, it's a punishing track. You know, so many technical corners, so many technical sections. And of course, if you mess up one, it's gonna lead to a chain reaction. You're gonna mess up future ones, and it gets gnarly, especially at these higher difficulties. Whereas these PCs don't really mess things up. You know what I mean? They stay consistent all the way throughout. It's not like a human that will have little I mean, they have little mess ups. Don't let me pretend like they're perfect, but they're much more consistent than a human would be. You know, one little bad lap, one little bad front straight, and we've fallen out of DRS zone here. So it's something you got to deal with.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
All right. Gonna be going into the pits here? Dude, sliding up against that wall and trusting that you're not gonna hit it is so scary. So deceiving, because you get up on these guys and you look like you're getting really close, and then they hit that straight and it's just that F1 car. It's gone. He gone. Bottas is out of here. All right, let's see if we can have a good kind of last sector of this lap before going into the pits here. About 1.3 behind Bottas, so that's improving a bit.
Tire condition is still looking good.
Well, we're coming in for new tires, so I hope y'all are ready. Oh, actually a pretty decent little sector there. Looks like we're going to be the first one of the top few guys into the pits here, so we're going to see what we can do. Oh my goodness, let's bring this down to lean, save a little bit of gas. We've got an extra 1.2 laps, so we've actually been pretty heavy on the rich mix. I got to admit that. We're the last garage here. 2.8 seconds. All right, back up to standard.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Woo! Coming out with the back markers back here, eh? That, from a strategy perspective, was not a good idea, team. That was awful. Are you kidding me? So now we're going to be
looking really good. You're managing it well.
So now we're going to be stuck back here with the dinguses. We're going to be stuck in traffic, and we're going to lose time to the front runners for sure. There's zero doubt about it. Come on. Nick, you remember me, boy? You remember me? Was that legal? Was that clean? We gotta get a replay on that. We're gonna take a look at this from his perspective. Let's see what happens. So we come in hot. We're braking late. He's turning in. I mean, we definitely kind of cut him off a bit. Wow, look how close we're getting to that edge there. We definitely cut his line off a bit. We definitely cut him. I mean, is that? I don't. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that's not legal, but I'm not sure. I mean, we're still technically on the straight here, right? I mean, technically that's my corner because my tires are in front of his. We're just gonna pretend. Monaco has no good spots. Teammate is in the pits.
In for his stop.
Monaco has no good spots to stop. I would venture to say that was probably the best place that we could have stopped to pause right there. So here we go. I'm assuming Giovinazzi is going to be going into the pits. You go, dude. You go right now. All right, we got to see how this goes. I'm going overtake mode, rich mix.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.6 seconds.
Shoot, dude. I mean, we are behind Vettel. I'm assuming Stroll hasn't pit yet. I'm just really hoping being stuck back there in traffic wasn't that big of a deal for us. We'll see how it works out. Ricardo is right on our tail now, so I'd venture to say that we probably lost a little bit of time, but who knows. We're just going to try to make the most of it here, baby. Let's try to brake as late as we can, go around these corners, and get her done. Whew. We are so close to that corner every time. Just inches from losing a wing. I mean, all of these corners are insanity through here, dude. I got our rich mix on here. We were kind of catching up to Vettel just a wee little bit. Go, 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 go. Rich mix, DRS, overtake mode, go! Get him! Get him! We're not going to be able to get him.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Fastest lap of the race. You love to hear that. Here we go. Shoot, we got to be careful. I really don't want any funny business with like running into him or anything. We got to have a good exit that next corner. Oh, we just planted our rear end in his. I really wanted to try to go around the outside there. Not going to work. We might be able to get him like we got Nick. We got to be careful about touching our rear wing on his tires though, because that'll eat us up for sure. Rich mix overtake. I'm actually not going to go rich mix. I'm going to save overtake mode as well, dude. We don't have that much gas left, if you want me to be honest. Come on. Let's go, Trev. Touching these walls a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Make sure you break in a straight line here. Here we go. Here we go. Rich mix. Overtake mode. DRS. Come on. Go. Get him. Get him. Get him. We just totally hit that signboard right there. Dude, it's impossible to pass on this track. I feel like we had a pretty good exit there. We just couldn't make it happen. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do. It obviously doesn't help that this is our rival. Like, I want to beat him so bad here. I want to beat him so bad. Ooh, really touching that wing up there. Maybe he can mess up somehow. I don't foresee that happening. Vettel's a freaking beast. Rich mix overtake mode. I mean, if we got it, we got to use it, but I also don't want to use all of it. You know what I mean? Really kind of touched him a little bit there. That was not good on our end. He's just too fast, dude. We can't do it. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like we've gotten pretty friendly with the walls, and I'm a little bit worried that our wing is not in good shape. Let's take a look at it. No, it doesn't particularly look like we have any damage, so that's good news. But yeah, man, I feel like we were so close there. We had some decent DRS activations and some decent straights. He's so quick, dude. It's such a tough, challenging track. I'm trying to keep within DRS zone, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. That was a really good exit right there. We didn't get DRS though. The thing is, dude, is these tires of mine are gonna start degrading at some point. You know what I mean? Ooh, we really kind of cut that one. I'm gonna look the other way. Stewards, don't pay attention to that. But like if we're gonna catch him, if we're gonna put in a good lap and really make a good move, it's gotta happen soon. I'm going rich mix and ERS. Let's actually hold off on ERS for now. I mean, maybe we just pit maneuver him and wreck him. Maybe we just pull a NASCAR, you know what I mean? Shoot, that was so ugly in there. We got DRS, we got ERS, we got rich mix, we got the whole nine. We're cutting corners a little bit. I mean, that wasn't really a cut. That was just an aggressive corner. I don't know, dude. I would really like to. I'm hoping he makes a mistake at some point. I think that's probably more likely than us having a miraculous, fantastic lap that we get around him on, but I guess only time will tell.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Dude, I want it so bad. We're so close. We got an extra 0.23 laps of fuel, so we're going to have to watch out about that. I'm just so stressed, dude. I want this so bad, and I want that awesome moment. Ooh, I can feel the tires starting to get a little bit loosey-goosey. I want that cool moment of passing Vettel, and we've been chasing him for so many laps and just finally achieving your dreams. Because if you can, you know, believe it, you can achieve it. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm trying to be inspirational right now, but it's not working because we're not catching him. See, like I just want to cut that inside corner really hard. Here we go. Rich mix overtake mode. This is our last chance. That was actually pretty good. Come on, come on, come on. Dude, it's just not long enough. The thing is not long enough.
Gap to teammate behind is 1.9 seconds.
Not exactly the cleanest thing ever, but we're just going to go for it. Whatever, dude. We got to cut the corner a bit. He's probably going to end up getting us back. But I'm perfectly fine with that. Whatever, man. As long as the stewards don't call us in and you know, black flag us for cutting corners, then it's okay in my book. It's kosher in my book. We used so much rich mix fuel, try to keep up with him. We have to conserve now to be able to finish this race. Dude, we were using rich mix for so long through those laps. I'm on lean right now. We have an extra 0.28 laps of fuel. The problem is that hill leading up to the casino really burns through your fuel, so you got to be careful. We're pretty far ahead of him. I wonder if we caused some issues for him. If so, I feel bad. We did kind of cut him off, but I mean, you know, there's no excuse. That was not the best thing, but hey, that's why we're in a video game, bro. I wouldn't do that in real life. Or would I? Kind of going through the motions at this point, dude. Running on this lean fuel mix is honestly kind of nice. It's, I don't know. Obviously, the engine's going a little bit slower. You don't quite have as much get up and go. You aren't rolling through some of these corners quite as fast. So it allows you to focus on really making sure that you're sitting where you want to sit and doing what you want to do. I almost feel like it might...
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
It might be making us a little bit faster, which is weird to say, but I think we're being way more consistent with our corners and way more precise and deliberate. You know what I mean? Like we're really doing exactly what we mean to do, which is nice. But yeah, overall, kind of a boring part of this race. Looks like Vettel and Ricciardo have really dropped back. I'm not sure what happened. They're, you know, 3.6 and 4.4 seconds behind us. I guess we've just been more competitive on the older tires. We are gaining on Albon a little bit.
But remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tires.
So I guess we'll see what we can do. I don't think we're going to be able to make up 2.8 seconds in 2 laps, but you never know. Come on, Danny. I believe you can pass Vettel here in the last lap of the race. Do what you do, homeboy. So this is going to be a fantastic day for Cooper Motors too. We've got a P4 and a P6. We'll take that. We're getting very, very sketchy here at the end, so we got to be careful. We're letting Vettel catch back up a bit. I don't think he's going to be able to make up 3 seconds, but we want to make sure we get to the car to the finish line. What are you doing, Trev? For real? What is happening right now? We're going to be fine. Let's focus back up. I'm looking up at the... Every time I look at the menus, I just kind of get out of the zone a little bit. But yeah, we were not able to catch Albon. That's all right. It happens. You know, I'm going to be super happy. Super happy with a P4 starting from a P8. Was it P8 that we started in? Yeah, that's actually really, really solid. P4, not quite on a podium, but to gain 4 positions at Monaco is actually pretty good. 2 at the very start, 1 on our pit stop, and then we passed Vettel, which was sketchy to say the least, but we'll take it.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
Max on top and Alex Albon in 3rd. What is this? Might we have some Red Bull dominance this year? Since when have we not had both Mercedes up on top? I remember last year there was one race where Lewis had technical issues and he ended up in P11, but that's crazy. So here's our final results of the race. Max is up top. Lewis was a couple of seconds behind him. Albon and then myself. You know, we started to get close to Albon towards the end there. Then at the very last lap, we kind of lost a little bit. But I think if we had another, you know, 5-10 laps, we might have been able to catch him. We were feeling pretty good on those worn mediums. Then we've got Sebastian Vettel, Danny Rick, doing a great job for CM, baby. Kvyat, Bottas, Leclerc, and Grosjean. Bottas started in P4 and ended up in P8. That is not a very good day for him. Let's take a look down at the bottom. Man, we had Sainz, Norris, Lance Stroll, George Russell. Nick ended up in 19th. Nicholas Latifi and Kevin Magnussen are going to bring up the very, very rear. Let's take a look at the standings so far. So with that, we are going to be in 4th place in the Drivers' Championship. We actually just passed Valtteri Bottas, so that's pretty exciting. 4 points behind Albon, quite a few points behind Max and Lewis. Max is actually 1 point away from the lead there, which is interesting. For constructors, Red Bull is actually going to be on top of Mercedes here after the second race this season. They did a good job getting 2 guys on the podium there, so that's definitely going to pay dividends for them. Mercedes is about 5 points behind, and Cooper Motors is tied with a Ferrari. Things are heating up, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Great stuff, Daniel. I appreciate you, and it looks like Cooper Motors could be gunning for a top 3 in the constructors. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to take a look at this replay. I kind of want to see just how dirty we got. I feel bad about what we did to Sebastian, but it is what it is, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.